India in the third ODI has thumped England, and all England's assumptions that they are here for the practice and stuff are looking very weird now, because they should accept India has been the better team and they have just crushed them. So there are many stats going on. 12th whitewash for India, or as people are calling it, brown wash for India, the most by any country in since 2011. And I think it was the second biggest win for India by the margin of 142 runs. The first one was somewhere around 158 in Rajkot, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was about the ODI series, but it is more about the team combinations. So as we said that we predicted Arshdeep to come in, we predicted the Kuldeep to come in, Washington Sundar to play. They did play, but the only person which we rooted for to play, that is Rishabh Pant, was missing from the squad, because after the match, Gautam Gambhir, the head coach, came out for a press conference and he said that KL Rahul is going to be their primary wicket keeper, so they are not looking at Rishabh Pant at this point. He will still come in to the picture, but their first go-to wicket keeper is going to be KL Rahul, because they cannot play two wicket keepers. I think you should go back and watch the 2019 Indian World Cup, the World Cup where the Indian team played three wicket keepers in the squad. That is Rishabh Pant, Dinesh Karthik, and Mahendra Singh Dhoni. So there were four wicket keepers. So I was mistaken to no, it was three, but as Jinans mentioned, there were four wicket keepers. So it's like I don't see the point, because as I was watching the mid show, and Parthiv Patel made a very right point that if the wicket keeper is going to play at number 6 and not number 5, then Pant is a better option at there. So that is what people are thinking, but the coach and the captain are thinking otherwise. We'll go to the Indian team, but before that, we are here to practice for the Champions Trophy and how it would be if we beat India in the semis or the finals. That were the words of Ben Duckett. And today, after seeing the match, after seeing the entire series, to be honest, the three ODIs and the five T20Is, do you see any kind of a promise in that statement? Because India is nowhere near to what England did, and promise they showed in that one match they won in Rajkot was because of the lapse of judgment by Indian batters and Indian captain to at the toss. So, do you think England is just rating themselves too high in this tournament, or it's just they are living in a delulu, as you say, these people? What do you think about England before India, Jinaj?
I mean, see, England, they speak a lot, but they don't show anything on the ground.
Yeah,
Like today, the way they lost, losing by how many? 187 runs? Or
142 runs. Yeah,
oh, sorry,
142.
142 runs. So yeah, towards the end he was hitting.
Yeah.
So yeah, so losing by 142 runs, it's not like that you're coming here to practice. It's like there are a lot of problems in your team at the moment. Firstly, I would like to address Butler coming at number 5. It's not good for him as well, and it's not good for the whole team. Like he should be opening at the top. Again, he should go back and open at the top and just think like where Phil Salt can fit in or where can Ben Duckett can fit. And secondly, the problem with this whole mentality is the baseball gimmick, which has been going on from the last like 2 to 3 years. Like baseball this, baseball that. I mean, we saw like what their baseball is actually. Even at home, they are losing against Australia, the Ashes. Even T20, I think they are good for the white ball thing at home. England, I'm not sure, but anyway, like it was. I mean, the whole team, like you can see. I'm not sure the reason why they were using a lot of pacers. Is it because uh, India's weaknesses against pacers? Is it that the reason that's why they are using, or they are reading the pitch completely differently to what India is seeing? Like India goes with only two specialist fast bowlers and one all rounder with Hardik Pandya, and the rest all of them are spinners. Like your bowling option, you've got seven. Out of that, you have just got three pacers. Rest all of them. Sorry, six bowling options, three pacers, three spinners, and you go with them. I mean, if we are going with three spinners, I don't know why are they only going with like one specialist spinner and another spinner is Liam Livingstone, which is not that effective.
And
Joe
Joe
Root
Root today.
again, he's not that effective. Like all of both of these are part-time spinners. They are not proper bowling all-rounders like a Jadeja or a Akshar Patel, you know. So they really need to find, or they need to deep dive into their like how we have got Ranji, or like into their first class games to find out that spinner, because previously we could see Graham Swan,
And so on.
Monty Panesa, they had got pretty good spinners before, but after that we can see that there is a steady decline in their spinning abilities. The only spinner at the moment who is good from long time is has been Adil Rashid
There was
only.
Moeen Ali also in the
Yeah,
picture.
Moeen Ali was also there. Yes, I mean from the current lot, like I'm
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
only Adil Rashid out of the 3 to 4 spinners they have got Rihan Ahmed and all. Only Adil Rashid is the only good spinner I can say that who's actually effective. So yeah, it's there. Like it's subpar bowling, subpar batting. The whole team is subpar.
Yeah, subpar. That is the perfect word for English cricket team at this point. I don't know if they come out good in the coming Champions Trophy. Good for them,
Yeah.
but I don't see any
Unless they're
future.
thinking something else than
Yeah,
us. I
yeah,
don't
but
think they're going to come out good.
I don't see them coming any good in the Champions Trophy because they are playing in the roads of Pakistan, and the way people are chasing higher scores. Like today, Pakistan chased down a very high score, and I don't think that is going to be the
No,
case
but
for England.
South Africa, don't you think South Africa's bowling attack is also little like a third
Definitely,
string?
they
It's
don't
not
have a
even
Gerald
second
Coetzee.
string.
Yeah, they don't have a Gerald Coetzee. They don't have, so their prime bowler Nokia is also not there. Gerald Coetzee is also injured for this series. So I don't know. All the fast bowlers have some problem because India is missing Jasprit Bumrah. Australia is missing their prime fast bowlers. All three, like Pat Cummins is not there. Mitchell Stark is missing. Josh Hazelwood is missing. Um, the South African fast bowlers Coetzee and this guy is not
It's
there.
only
So
New Zealand, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh,
yeah,
Pakistan going with full squad. Even
yeah, and
Pakistan, I would say like
Afghanistani
they're
bowlers
missing
are
their.
also good.
Sorry?
Afghanistani pace bowlers are
Yeah.
also good. So
Yes.
yeah.
We saw
So
that in the World Cup
I don't
also.
think, we are seeing the English team in the final four. That is the semi-finals for sure. I think Afghanistan is more promising than them in the conditions, not so to say, not in the Sena countries or some, but in the Asian countries, and I think in Pakistan, I think Afghanistan would be a better team than England because they have done that before. They have beaten England in the Indian conditions as well in the World Cup. So I don't think there's any promise to that. Whatever England is saying that they are preparing for the Champions Trophy, I don't think it's just their lack of ability to play 50 over cricket, as to say. But yeah, we have given a lot of time for England that they haven't even played that much of a good cricket to talk about them for 10 minutes. So we'll talk about the positives of Indian team. The biggest positive, we'll won't waste any time on that, is what we saw in the second ODI, which is 119, a knock of 119, which was marvelous knock. I mean, all the shots in the book of Rohit Sharma, we could see that the shot which he gets out, he was scrutinized for the one shot he plays, tries to flick the ball, and he was getting out at mid wicket or mid on. So he got like three sixes to that, and to the pace of Mark
Yeah.
Wood on the same ball, and that 6 over covers that lofted drive over the back behind the
Sweep,
bowler,
lock
the
sweep, paddle
sweep,
sweep,
the,
sweep.
the movement of feet to Adil Rashid, the way he was toying with Adil Rashid, it was amazing to see because Adil Rashid has been the pick of the bowlers for England. As to say, even today he picked up 4 wickets.
Yes.
He's been good, but the way Rohit Sharma and Shreyas Iyer also have
Yes.
played to Adil Rashid have been marvelous as well. So, what do you think about that? Is that a sign of another ICC tournament and another Rohit Sharma show coming in Champions Trophy?
See, it all depends upon how India performs, mainly in the Champions Trophy, how India wins, or something of that sort. If India is able to win, or if Rohit Sharma is actually performing really well, like how he did in the 2023 World Cup, leading from the front, then I would say that we can see him. I'm not sure whether he'll be for the England series, but we can at least see him in the white ball setup
Yeah, yeah,
for, I don't know whether it will be until 2027 or until when, but we can see him in the white ball, setup like
Yeah,
that. But I mean, looking at Rohit Sharma, like the way he was batting, um, I mean, it was really breathtaking, and it was a sigh of relief that okay, your main batter, your best captain. I mean, you not your best. I mean, yeah, your best captain, your best batsman, who was like in the 2023 World Cup, is actually back. We were not able to see the same Rohit Sharma in the past 6 months, but then uh, scoring that 119 runs of 90 odd balls is like sublime. Secondly, one thing which I would like to point out is that he had that in his back of the mind that he wants to score that 100, not for to shut the journalist or to shut us as fans or anyone, but for himself, to prove himself as well that he has that capabilities. He still has that capabilities, and all of that his reflexes are not working. I mean, it was all wrong, to be honest. Like to hit a shot at the same, I mean, to hit a shot at the same ball, due to which you're getting out from the last 5 to 6 months, and uh, just to hit that the same way. I mean, to hit it for a six, it tells you that it is not at all. It was never a technique or reflexes issue. It was mainly the mindset issue, which we have spoken about in the previous videos. Why was I mean why the mindset issue would have come, because certain external factors, internal factors within the team, outside the team. So that way he had all the shots. Like if you see that cartwheel as well, he covered almost every area of the ground.
yeah,
He didn't even miss one area of the ground. So yeah, it was good. But one thing which I have is that even Yuvraj Singh scored 100 at the same venue at Qatar, and then he went for the Champions Trophy. After that, he never came back to the international circuit.
yeah.
So hopefully, I mean, it was even Dhoni, but Dhoni came back, and he was the captain at that time. I mean, he was not the captain though, but
No, he was
he
not.
was
Yeah,
part of the
Virat
team
Kohli was the
setup. Yeah,
captain.
Virat Kohli was the captain, but this time though he is the captain, Rohit Sharma. So I don't think like that something like that will happen. But again, it all depends upon how he performs in the Champions Trophy as well. I mean that's fair as well, just to prove himself again and to prove the selectors on where he is in the basis of the performance. But yeah,
Yeah, a really great knock of 119. If you guys are new to the channel, just go out to our previous videos. I'll add a link to it here, where I myself predicted there's a big beginning loading from Rohit Sharma, and he proved that. A bit sad because the other two innings were a bit like not as as we expected. But today's delivery was an amazing delivery by Mark Wood. Any batter in the world, in form or either not in form, couldn't have done much on that delivery because it was just first delivery of his spell, and he just carved it away slightly
no, there was
bit to get
nothing you
that.
could do. That was an unplayable ball.
Yeah,
If you hit it
yeah,
cross, it would have touched the bottom edge, and then
yeah,
you would have got bowled, or anything would have
yeah.
happened. So
Yeah, it
there's
just
nothing
moved
he
out
could do.
quite just a bit to take that nick, and Phil Salt did the rest. I just hope that he might have dropped that one because even in the previous match, he got one life from the
That was
umpire's call
lucky though.
for
That
the
was
SBW.
lucky. That was very
Yeah,
lucky. That was
yeah, so,
actually, if you see it from the outside, that was plump actually, but
yeah,
it went like not plump, but it was due to
yeah.
the
It was
umpire's call,
going.
he was saved. But yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, I hope that happened, but that wasn't to be. Another positive for this tournament for India is that Shreyas Iyer has been showing a lot of promise,
yes.
and he has literally cemented his place. And he has forced the head coach to come out to a press conference and say that Shreyas Iyer was never out of the scheme of things. He was just rested for one game to see what Yashasvi Jaiswal can do,
Sure.
to make a choice of we need him or we don't need him for the Champions Trophy. So you can call it a cover up, you can call it a misjudgment or whatever, but he's proved himself that he is there at number four, and no one can snatch away his
No,
place.
you only tell me, Mihir, that if and only if Virat Kohli wouldn't have sustained that injury
Hmm.
and he would have been playing, you would have
yeah,
seen, we don't know how Jaiswal would have performed, but in case you would have seen a Virat Kohli scoring 50, 60 odd runs, Rohit Sharma
mm,
scoring 50, 60. Like the whole batting lineup would have been good, like
packed.
slim, better, all good.
Yeah,
And then you would have, I mean, there was a high chance that Shreyas Iyer would have been out instead of
yeah,
Jaiswal.
yeah,
So him coming out and saying that he was very much in the scheme of things is, I'm not going to buy that. Then he
yeah.
wouldn't have come out and said.
Yeah, sure, sure. I mean, yeah, it was good for Shreyas Iyer. As you said, destiny did help him, and Virat Kohli did have that niggle. I mean, Virat Kohli out of no one had that niggle. Who is considered to be the fittest player of the squad, and
Yeah.
he had a knee injury, so much so that he had to miss out. And Shreyas Iyer had a chance to prove his point and prove his mettle. But I think today's innings was the better of the lot. And I think today he was playing sensible cricket. All the three matches, he had different scenarios to deal with. In the first match, he had to bail the team out, chasing a big total where your captain and both the openers got out cheaply at 19 or so. And he came out and had that counter-attacking gameplay. In the second match, the openers had done a marvelous job of a very big partnership, and then Virat Kohli got out cheaply. He had to capitalize on that, and he had to support Rohit Sharma to get that inning going, and he
Yes.
did that also. And obviously a partnership with Akshar Patel as well. That was unneeded run which they were trying to do, and he got a run out. But he was looking promising there as well. And in the third match, obviously he had to support Shubman Gill to get on his 100 and then get on with his 50 himself. So yeah, those three different kinds of situations to come in. So he was a really big positive for India in this tournament. But the best of the lot was Shubman Gill, rightly judged as the man of the series. In the first match, he missed his century. In the second match, he got his 50. But the third match come, he gets his 100, which he well deserved. And the best part about Shubman Gill is on the Indian wickets, on the subcontinent wickets, there is no one to catch him up, and he's just very consistent in that opening slot. I don't think even in your dreams you should even think of dropping a Shubman Gill to even a position down, let alone dropping him from the side. I mean, you can see the stats. The opening partnership have an average of 70. Their average is amazing. I mean, you cannot break that partnership. I don't know what Gautam Gambhir was trying in that first match, but yeah, what do you say about Shubman Gill, Jinj?
I mean, he is one of the best. I mean, I told you right yesterday. I shared that meme with you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah,
Like it's going to be Jaiswal and Shubman Gill, one of those two players. Like how it has been with Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. So
yeah.
it's going to be Jaiswal and Shubman Gill, the next
Big thing.
generation
Yeah.
players for Indian cricket. Um, and Shubman Gill, I mean, he has got the leadership qualities as well.
Mm.
He understands the game much better.
I beg to
He
differ
knows
with
when
that,
to
but yeah, I'll let
accelerate.
you complete. I beg to differ with that, but I'll let you complete.
I mean, yeah, I mean, he knows when to accelerate, when not to accelerate.
Mm.
Yes, he has not been that great outside India on foreign pitches, like in Australia or in Sena countries.
Yeah.
He might have not been that great, but in Indian conditions, he's actually the best. He has been even in the ICC ODI rankings. By tomorrow, it'll get updated.
Mm.
Tomorrow on Friday, it'll be updated. So you'll be able to see Shubman Gill reaching that first position
Mm.
and Rohit Sharma probably in the second, and Babar Azam coming down at third position. This is the second time Shubman Gill has reached that in first in ICC ODI rankings. Jaiswal, there was no need to change it, but yeah, they saw and we saw what happened. Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, that brings me to the next player to discuss about. That's none other than Virat Kohli. So in
yeah,
the yesterday's TBL chatter, you were the one who said that I will wait for Virat's last inning in this tournament, and then comment on the way he gets out and on the way if he can get runs or not. He did get runs. Yes, he got a 50. Yes, he was looking a bit scratchy at the start, and then he played his shots. Not the most comfortable 50, I would say. People are saying that it was the most chanceless 50. I wouldn't agree to that. He looked very scratchy at the start, and then he capitalized on that because Shubman Gill gave him that time because he was playing that aggressor role, which Rohit Sharma generally plays. and then he could get to his 50. But he got out on the in the exact same way he got out in the second ODI, and that is the exact same way he gets out to the Pacers. But this time it's Adil Rashid who's getting him out outside the off stump. So your question was, yes, he scored runs, but yes, he got out the same way. What do you say now, Jinaj?
See, if he would have got out after making his 100, I wouldn't have told anything. But he
Hmm.
got out right when Adil Rashid came into the attack. I mean, just a bit. One over might have passed out with Adil Rashid, but it was Adil Rashid versus Virat Kohli, just the start, and he bowls the same ball. He's not able to read the length, goes full drive, and there goes Bam, caught behind to Phil Salt. This time he didn't even react much. He straight away went back to
Yeah.
the pavilion, so that was good. He didn't waste the review. But yeah, I mean, as I told yesterday, that it's if it's the same way he's going to get out, then Adil Rashid would have. I mean, again, the captaincy part from England side as well. They should have bought an Adil Rashid straight away when Virat Kohli walked in after Rohit Sharma. They should have utilized Adil Rashid in the power play itself,
Mm.
and I think that they would have. Virat Kohli wouldn't have made that 50 in case Adil Rashid was playing in the power play. Yes, he's not able to read lengths. I'm not sure. And this has been, it's not like a recent thing now. It's been since 5 years now that he's
Yeah.
getting out in the same way. And
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's a concentration lapse. And I think today when we were speaking, you told me that you can't leave every ball as well.
Yeah.
Like, he'll keep leaving. Then what? Like, he'll keep bowling there only. Then what? You won't play. Like,
Yeah,
as you
there was
said. So,
one. I don't know if you watched the live match, but there was one ball where he nicked it and it went to the second slip
yeah,
area,
yeah,
but
yeah.
there was no second
Yes.
slip, and it
You
went
saw the
for a
field
bounce.
setting now for him. You saw the
Yeah,
field setting. It
yeah,
was like
yeah,
proper test field setting. It was
yeah.
for him.
Yes, yes.
That's how
And still
easy
he
it is
managed
to
to nick
come.
one. Still he
Huh?
managed to nick one. He still
Still he
managed to nick
managed. Yes.
one.
I mean, you can see that you have got. I mean, open the full face of your bat like how Rohit Sharma. He opens the full face of his bat and he goes it. Why you're going adha? Just go full face of the bat and go.
So there
But
were
I don't know.
reports that he was working on his back foot play with Sanjay
He
Bangar
is
before
working
this
with
time.
Sanjay Bangar from last 5 years. Nothing has happened, man. From last 5 years, he's working with Sanjay Bangar. From last 5 years. Like he has been with him for RCB. Before that, with Ravi Shastri, he was there. Then again, I mean, he has been going continuously to him, but it's not working. I don't know. Like that's the problem. Like with I don't know, like whether that mojo will come back for the Pakistan match because that's where he gets his mojo back.
Mm,
That's where most of the time he gets his mojo back. But
yeah.
Bangladesh players will eat him up. Like if he's going to play like this, it's very easy to ball him. Just adjust your length. I mean, and Adil Rashid, I don't know. Like he has done some thesis on Virat Kohli. Like you
Mm,
just see I mean, you can see Adil Rashid that he's thinking what he's going to do next by looking at his footwork,
yeah.
everything. Like I mean, and I mean, Adil Rashid is really a genius bowler.
Yeah.
No doubt he
He's
has
a
got he's
masterclass
from
of a
South
bowler. Yes.
Asian descent.
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
So
He's
yes,
a masterclass of a bowler. Definitely, nothing to
one
be
of the
hidden.
best. I mean, I would after like Monty Panesa, like the leg spinners which they had, like I would rate Adil Rashid
Monty
one of
Panisa was not a leg spinner. He was a left arm
well, not an
spinner.
off spinner. Yeah,
Left arm
yeah,
off spinner.
left arm off, but yeah, that only. But
Yeah,
yeah,
the variation is the same for Virat
yeah,
Kohli. It goes out.
yes, it goes out anyway. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but
So yeah, it's. I mean, it was a good knock. Yes, we can't say he's back in form. This is what Virat Kohli can do. I mean, the prime Virat Kohli could have done. If you woke him up from the sleep, this kind of a knock he would have played like if we call 2016 or 2017 Virat Kohli, he would just tong around with 50 here and there. But this Virat Kohli was a bit tentative, I would say. But yeah, come the Champions Trophy, I hope he performs good and he helps the team win the trophy. The next player is also was talked about in the press conference. KL Rahul is the first choice wicketkeeper. Those are the words by the coach. Do you agree or disagree with that?
I mean it's. I mean you keep anyone as a first choice wicket keeper, but as long as you bat him at his correct position, If you want KL Rahul as your first choice wicket keeper, then bat him at number 5 or somewhere. Why to bat him at number 6,
Mm.
number 7? You saw the way he played today.
Yeah.
40 runs,
Yeah.
no doubt he didn't score a lot, but he accelerated when it was required. He accelerated when Hardik Pandya. Um, I think he came to bat when Shreyas Iyer was there, number 5, and
Mm.
he was when Shreyas was playing. At that time, he didn't accelerate much. It was Shreyas who was hitting around the park. When Shreyas got out and Hardik Pandya was there to give him time, he started accelerating, and you could see the amount of force everywhere, like he was hitting. So
Mm.
he did play. So if you send him at number 5, then I'm okay that you make him first choice wicket keeper. It's fine. But if you're going to do the same thing, like in the press conference again, I heard that again on Aksar, that number 7. I mean, promoting Aksar at number 5 instead of KL Rahul when he was asked about it. He told
Mm.
that we don't look much into the stats and everything about who's better at number 5, who's better at number 6. We don't look
Mm.
at much of the stats about that. So
Mm.
that gave me a bit of a hint that yes, Aksar will be used as a floater and it won't be KL Rahul batting at number 5 always. This match, yes, they wanted to see how he performs.
Mm.
But come the Champions Trophy, you may see Aksar again doing the same thing like he did in the first two matches of this
Mm.
ODI. He may come back at number 5. So at that time, then he should not be your first choice wicketkeeper. Then you go back to Rishabh Pant as your first choice wicketkeeper. I mean, I don't know how KL Rahul is okay with this as well. Like
Mm.
even he won't score
He
runs.
doesn't have a
His
choice then,
confidence.
does he?
I mean, his confidence will go down. Then again, he might get dropped in England series. To be honest, I don't see him in the ODI squad or in the T20. T20 though is over, but in the ODI squad in the future,
Mm.
in case if he doesn't perform over here well.
Yeah.
Same thing goes with Harshit Rana also. If he
Mm.
doesn't perform or if he goes out of luck, and if Gautam Gambhir is not around in the future, you might not see Harshit
Mm.
Rana as well.
Yeah,
But
that brings me
we
to
shall
the
see.
another question, which the head coach talked about in the press conference, is that Shami is going to be the go-to bowler for them,
Yeah.
and he's going to mostly play all the matches, and Harshit and Arshdeep are going to support him. We saw Harshit yet again today being expensive with the new ball because he was trying to roll his fingers with the new ball. He was trying to hit the deck and get short balls, which was tonked around everywhere by Ben Duckett. So he was expensive, yes, with the new ball because he's trying to vary the new ball. You don't try to get variations in the new ball. You try to put it
At the
up
correct
and
line
let the
length.
ball do the talking.
Yes.
The similar thing what Ashdeep was doing. He only resorted to the knuckle ball when Ben Duckett got better of him. But Harshit, the problem with Harshit is he doesn't bowl the ball up to the batter to make him drive and make that mistake. He always bowls it short, or either he tries to bowl a slower one, which you do at the later part of the innings. You don't do at the start of the innings that because a Shami or a Bumrah or anyone for that matter who bowls with a new ball, even Shiraj for that matter, he bowls up, lets the batter drive, and that's how you get nicked off to the slip or somewhere. But Harshit is obviously his specialty is hitting the deck, so that's what he does from the new ball, and he's not going to get success with that at the with the new ball. So I don't know how they are going to manage him, or is he going to play only with some teams like Bangladesh or Pakistan or somewhat? What do you think about Harshit? How are they going to manage him?
See, that's what I mean. I asked in one of the shows as well, like in some other shows, a question wherein I asked, like India's inability to take wickets in the power play is actually going to hamper their performance come the Champions Trophy. England, we
Mm.
know that they don't play against spin, so that we are happy at the moment.
Yes,
You
yes.
hit, you hit in the power play, that's fine.
Mm.
But
Mm.
teams like Pakistan, New Zealand,
Mm.
they play much better spin
Yes.
than these players. Even
Yeah.
Australia, but
Even
Australia have
Bangladesh, for that matter, they play
even
spin better.
Bangladesh for that matter.
Yeah.
So if that is going to happen, then this mantra is not going to work. Like you do your variations and everything and try to get him out. No, stick to the plan. Like
Mm.
let the new ball do the work it needs to be done. You just adjust your length and just that's the only thing which you need to do. That's what Bumrah does. That's what Shami does. That's what even Arshdeep Singh does. But Harshit, I don't know what is getting communicated to him. I don't know whether it's the captain saying something else, if the coach is saying something else to him, and he is getting confused, so he's doing these things. But
No, it's not about who is telling him what, but that is not
as a
his
bowler,
way
he
of
should
bowling.
know anyway. Yeah.
No, but that is not his way of bowling. He doesn't bowl that hard length
Then he
for you
won't
to
be
drive.
useful in this.
That's what. That's what the selection. That was the
Yeah,
fault in selection, as to
that's
say,
what. So
because
he won't
I
be.
think he was promised a place in the team when he was in the KKR camp, and now he's fast tracked into all the matches, all the formats, that is T20, ODI, and Test, and he's faltering there. I mean, he's not a new ball bowler. He can be, or he's a different beast altogether when it comes to those middle overs when to get
Yeah.
wickets, like a Shardul Thakur, so to say. When many times I've seen that he chops on the batters and get those
Yes.
wickets, as he did today with Harry Brook and Liam Livingston, I think.
Yeah. Liam Living. Harry Brook was one of them,
Oh,
which
Josh
missed
Butler,
his.
sorry, Josh Butler. Yes,
Josh
Josh
Butler.
Butler
Yes.
and Liam and Harry Brook. So
Harry
that's
Brook.
how you bowl in the middle overs. So I don't know if that is Gautam Gambhir's plan to make him a fast bowler who bowls with the new ball. That is not going to happen because that is not his type of bowling. That's not how he functions, as to say. So when you mention that they should guide him, they can guide a player who is. I mean, you can't tell an Akshar Patel to open for that case. So it's that kind of a variation. Like you have a bowler who was doing so well for you. That is in Mohammad Siraj, who bowls the ball up with the seam up, and he gets you wickets with the new ball. That's if he falters in there, you can improve him. But a Harshit Rana does not. He doesn't bowl that kind of a length, so you cannot make him bowl that kind of a length. So it's just too much to ask from him. As what
Yeah,
I
I mean,
feel.
no, no, it's absolutely correct. Like as you told,
Yeah,
like he's not that kind of a bowler. He's a hit to deck bowler,
yeah,
so he won't be able to give those variations to you anyway. And
mm,
that is what is the problem with the Indian cricket team at the moment with the Bumrah. Like
mm,
your middle overs are sorted, but your
yeah,
game might get over in the top first 10 overs as well.
yeah, yeah,
That's the
yeah,
problem because they are not able to take the wickets in the power play.
mm,
Once power play goes back, we know how Ben Duckett plays. Then field will be open, and then we know that where he wants to hit, where he'll be hit, and after power play, he's over anyway. He goes out.
yeah,
His job is only to do until the power play. That's the
mm,
problem with this again the England cricket team as well.
mm,
Their whole lineup is according to the T20 setup. It's
mm.
not ODI centric.
Yeah, so it makes sense to play Shami all the matches because he's the only bowler who can bowl good with the new ball. Yes, Arshdeep can support him, but we also need him at the back end of the innings where he can bowl those death overs, and he can be supported by Hardik Pandya to bowl those death overs. So with the new ball purely, only Shami will have to get back in form, and he will have to bail out India in the absence of Jasprit Bumrah. That's what I feel. Harshit can play a supporting role, but he cannot be a prime bowler going forward. I don't think that's going to happen.
No, I mean
The
it's going
last
to be
thing,
Arshdeep. It's one thing is sure, like the way he told Shami
hmm,
is going to be the primary. Then I
yeah,
think it'll be Arshdeep going forward
yeah,
in the team
yeah,
because Arshdeep has proved
yeah,
the way he
definitely.
bowls. Like he
Even
got
today
back
he got,
around.
yeah, even today he
He,
got smacked around everywhere, but he got back and got those crucial wickets at
yes.
the new ball.
Even Harshit Rana, to be honest, after those 2 overs of smacking,
Hmm, hmm.
brilliant captaincy to bring him back in the middle overs. But he's a
Middle over.
middle
Yes,
over
yes,
player. He
definitely,
can't bowl your
definitely.
or else use with the new ball Hardik Pandya. But I don't think Hardik Pandya will also be effective with the
No,
new
but
ball.
because Hardik Pandya has been bowling with the new ball
Yeah,
in the T20, and it's the
yeah,
same problem with him. You cannot bowl him regularly with the new ball. So yeah, I mean India is lacking that firepower in the fast bowling, but yes, yeah.
five.
So that's pretty much it, and we are to the end of today's TBL chatter. Yes, we will be back with another podcast on today's Sunday podcast. So we'll see you there. Until then, please like, share, and subscribe, and do comment on our videos. What you would you expect from us on this channel? Until then, take care. Bye bye.